Now, the sports with Matt DeGregorio.
Less than an hour before the Rebels take the field for the first time as they look for their first national title since 2022. The fans are ready to go. If you thought Game 1 of the Athens Super Regional had it all, buckle up for what's about to come. After falling to Georgia 13-12 on Saturday, Mississippi State was looking to force a decisive Game 3 with a win on Sunday. Do you loosen up like the arm at all?
You can if you want. What I like to do, so I was an Olympic rower.
Okay.
So I use my rowing strength from my arm, and I throw at the same time so it turns.
Okay, that's scary. That's scary. We're praying that we're not going to crash down here on the Ferris wheel, similar to what Ole Miss baseball just experienced throughout this past week. Coming to Mississippi, how much of a culture shock is it?
It was definitely different when I first got down here.
For the first time in the 2026 NCAA tournament, Ole Miss will play a game with its season on the line. Mike Bianco and the Rebels will turn to Hunter Elliott, who is looking to keep his illustrious collegiate career alive on Sunday against Troy. After so long here, I'm just going to butter knife these all day, don't worry.
If I could play in a back-to-back, I would.
The New Orleans Pelicans are not playing on a back-to-back, and guess who still isn't dressing tonight? Yeah, you guessed it, the man with those comments. We have no ghosts and hopefully no ghouls in tonight's show. Either way, it's time to get a little spooky. We'll start tonight in 6A. Number 4 Picayune traveling to Goshen to battle the Gators. The Tide can clinch a district championship with a win. Picayune backed up inside of its own 5-yard line in the opening quarter. Doesn't matter. Xavier Dennis turns on the afterburners. Someone get this man a Milky Way, sprints faster than the speed of light. Going into this game that the Rebels have had to deal with, including the coaching carousel, what coaches are going to be here in Arizona when the team takes the field tomorrow night, and also the transfer portal. Their backup quarterback Austin Simmons is already committed to the University of Missouri. He is here. Last week, General Manager Mickey Loomis said to look beyond the results, but the NFL is a results business, as Herm Edwards said. You play to win the game. So why isn't this team winning? More pressure here.
Oh, right off the handle.
On again?
That was gone.
It was gone.
That's gone. Little did my parents know that all the baseball lessons they paid for growing up would pay off just to be Dave Elliott in something. So that was a pleasure. Absolutely. I mean, you spend so much money in the offseason to try to get here. You continue to bring in some of the top transfer targets in all of college baseball. In the offseason, Mississippi State goes out and gets Brian O'Connor from the University of Virginia, a guy who has won the College World Series before. They're going to trim that roster down to 53, so you're looking at about 25 to 30 guys who aren't in the building anymore. A lot of them after the game telling me that this is a family here. We don't want to see our guys go. We wish we could have all these guys for the rest of the year. It's a business. The Bulldogs have won 16 of 17 region titles since 2008 and have won every conference event since 2022. This week, the top-ranked team in the country goes for their second straight national title up in Indiana. And the fans have been lined up since 7 a.m. this morning. Of course, one of the best days on the sports calendar in the state of Mississippi. Regional action, the regional opener in Hattiesburg beginning at noon Central Time. This is my little rant right now. 1/10 of a second left, literally right before we came on air. How can you just not be romantic about sports? That was incredible. After they did it again in week 2, there was a possibility many of the stars would be lounging by the beach with the division already wrapped up. But then injuries started to pile up. First Rashid Shaheed, then Eric McCoy, followed by Chris Olave, Derek Carr, and Alvin Kamara. Decided to go out to Canal Street and skate for about 45 minutes to an hour. Talk to me about what was going through your mind when you saw what was happening.
We were just exploring the city and kind of saw ice down on Canal Street.
At Moss Point, Book had a career high of 54 points, which also came in the lone game that his father Melvin was not in attendance for. Well, on Friday, Melvin was in attendance as Booker came 2 points shy of his career high as a member of the Tigers, displaying what everyone on the Gulf Coast has known for years. The son of Moss Point is a superstar. Rain, not here yet, but a little water coming down as we speak. Grounds crew getting it ready. Mike Bianco wants to go with his hottest arm right now, which is Taylor Rape. Another point to this. Cade Townsend hasn't pitched in more than a week. This is a guy who's a projected top 15 pick in the first round of the MLB draft. He did not pitch in the Auburn Super Regional after Ole Miss swept its way through that weekend. Greatness starts at a young age. For 9-year-old golfer Charlie McGee, he has tasted more success before the age of 10 than many who have ever picked up a golf club. With more than 90 trophies to his name, Charlie has solidified himself as one of the top junior golfers in the history of Mississippi golf.
So I was 3 years old. My dad used to play with his friends and stuff. So I'd go out there with plastic clubs and I'd just hit the ball. And then from there, I started hitting and I got my first junior clubs. And then when I was like 5 or 6, I got lessons from my coach. I started doing it in junior league and I got more in from there.
I'd say he started golfing competitively when he was 6. And over the last year, he started shooting some pretty low scores. He's had scores anywhere from 30, 6 under. He's had 32s, 4 under.
I started working with him when he was 6, and from that moment, I started with him. I realized he's going to be something special, and it's not. He's worked for it too. It's crazy to see a kid, especially at 9 years old, work so hard the way he does. I've never seen someone so eager to be on the golf course. You almost have to pull him away from the range.
After qualifying for the 2024 9A World Championship at Pinehurst No. 1, Charlie lit up the scoreboard. One course over from where the U.S. Open was held, the Pass Christian native finished in a tie for 8th, solidifying himself as a top 10 player globally for his age.
He went from playing 9 holes to 18 holes, and then we had a 3-day tournament. He ended up going 74 2 over his first day, 68 4 under his second day, and 71 1 under his third day to shoot 3 under par.
I was able to caddy for him, and it was so fun. It's cool to see him in his element. I mean, you saw when he's out there, he's having a blast, and that's something that you don't see. You see a lot of 9-year-olds that are just doing it because they were told to do so, and he's not that. He's just out there being a kid having a blast.
It's been pretty cool. I've learned a lot of things. That's why I'm here today. It feels like I'm going to be like a pro one day, and I'm playing where they are.
Golf is a family affair for the McGees. Growing up at the Oaks Golf Club, some of Charlie's fondest memories are playing with his parents and siblings.
My sisters have helped me. Like, they support really good. My mom does, and my dad, he'll go out there about every day with me. Like, he'll take me on our golf cart and just come out here, and I'll go hit balls for maybe an hour and 30 minutes, and he'll just help me with my swing and stuff.
Well, after school every day, he would want to go to the range right after. And, of course, we made him do his homework first, and then we'd let him go hit range, and he would go for as long as we'd let him.
Tournament after tournament, win after win, Charlie's passion for the game is second to none. In simple terms, McGee loves golf more than anything. He spends at least 5 to 6 days a week at the course for 2 to 4 hours at a time, which has allowed him to not only dominate kids his age, but adults with years more experience.
He started beating me when he was 7. I can't shoot under par, so I don't think I'm going to catch him anytime soon.
I usually set a goal like maybe even par or 2 under. And if I set the goal, I'm happy. If I don't, I go to the range usually after. I try putting in work to get to that goal.
I see greatness. We do drills all the time, and Charlie doesn't know this, but he blows my mind every lesson. I've seen him do things that I've never seen anyone do before. So it's really cool to see, and he's got a really bright future ahead of him.
On Saturday, Charlie advanced to the 3rd round of Drive, Chip, and Putt, which will take place in Texas. If he wins there, he will compete for the championship at Augusta National.